Hello everybody, this is SilverZephyrFalcon, and this has been quite an eventful recording session. I've recorded this, well this is my third attempt to record this session. The first time, I got through the whole entire Dryrock Canyon, and the file that records my voice crashed. And so I started it again, and then my Wii crashed on me in the middle of recording. Yeah, my Wii crashed on me. It's not like there's a PlayStation or an Xbox or anything. Wii's don't crash.
Dryrock's just a few minutes from here. You can take this tram if you ever need to get there.
Whatever. Anyway, we're going to Dryrock Canyon, which is a pretty cool level, actually. Very, atmospheric, I guess.
Ugh, Dryrock is not a friendly place. The rams are grumpy, the cacti explode, and all the people left a long time ago. Let's not spend any more time here than we have to, okay?
Yep. Kinda inhospitable, but it's a cool place. Here's one of the exploding cacti. There's actually two types of them. There's these ones that explode slowly and warn you that they're going to explode.
Nice.
I just skipped that cutscene. Yeah, you can see it from here. There's a Nubu plant over there. We'll be going to that in just a bit. Skip the Nurble. Hope I do better on this recording than the first one. Yeah, I'll probably be mentioning the first recording a bunch of times. Kind of failed on a bunch of trials of that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bad ramp. Okay, I'm floating in midair. This session just gets weirder and weirder. Carry the sheep, don't. Yeah. So anyway, we take this sheep down past the rams, and we don't even have to drop it off. This first ram isn't really much of a problem. Ignore the early playing. It's the second ram that we have to distract, so we can get past it and up this cool wall. Now these are the exploding cacti that are a bit more volatile. As soon as they grow to full size, they'll explode. And they do a pretty good amount of damage, actually. So you want to avoid those. Now we'll head up here, past a bunch more exploding cacti, and fight our first Nubu plant. Now it's here, this and Chicken Island, that really change up the fights. You see this one's surrounded by a pool of water. Well, due to the water physics of this game, you'll be slipping all around this arena. And they give you Nurbles to fight too. Now this is where the strategy of jumping and hitting comes in handy. Because you can just jump over the water. And now here, is that strategy that I was mentioning in the earlier levels. It'll use its vines, and they slow down every time it taunts you. I hit you! Whatever. They'll slow down whenever it starts taunting you. Otherwise, you can't really get through them. Sometimes they'll use one vine, sometimes they'll use two. It really doesn't matter too much. They're both annoying. And see, I'm already down to 35% health. Overall, they're just annoying fights. But not too hard if you know what you're doing. And hit them like that. Now that's the key. You want to just get out of the way as fast as possible once you hit them. So they don't kill you with their vines. Good. That one wasn't half as bad as last time. But yeah. How's that for a first fight with an actual Nubu plant?
Nice.
The earlier ones were just, like, cheap practice. Anyway, we just head back down the same way we came, jumping over the exploding cactuses, and we'll head on toward the other two. But yeah, Dryrock Canyon and Chicken Island really just throw the real fights at you. Now we can go either way, but I usually find it easier to go to the third one before the second one. Just because the path leading up to it's a little bit easier to track. And that Nurgle just exploded. Okay. Yeah, that's the cool thing about the cactuses. Yes, they'll kill you, but they can also kill the Nurgles.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark.
They'll do damage to your opponents as well as you. Now, here's the cool thing. You see those feathers? You see that ram? Exactly. And then the plant wakes up laughing at us. This one's not too bad. As long as you avoid the cactuses. And of course, it's using the one vine strategy. Now here you have to avoid both the cactuses and the Nubu plant, as well as go around this stupid terrain. The strategy is basically jump over and get out of the way. You can actually kind of use these things as barriers, because it can't throw the plants up onto them. And let's get you. There. It's going way better than the last recording. And there's 2 out of 3 done already. And we're only like 6.5 minutes in. Now these platforms, they move. If you don't get off them fast enough, you'll fall down. Not that that matters too much around here, but it can be problematic later on. So we just head up here.
Boom, shakalaka.
Nice little shrine over there that we'll be getting back to.
Oh yeah.
You see this rope here? You could go off that rope. That's what allows you to get over here. And back over there, you can barely see it over there. That little green speck is where we came in. We went around that side to get to the one new plant. We could have gone this way to get to the other one. But we would have had to go through that Nurgle, and there's a ram over there that you probably can't see. So instead, we take this back way. There's pretty much nothing. A couple of Nurgles. Yeah, you can't see the ram. Well, you'll see it when we're over there. There's a couple different rams actually that you have to get past if you go the other direction. And now here they give you this really tiny platform. One of the tiniest in the whole area to fight on. And this is the one place that I do not recommend to jump over to. Because there's nowhere to jump over to. You just run back and forth until it tires itself out, and then you run up and hit it. If you try to jump over, you'll probably fall off the edge and get killed by a ram. Because there's a ram on the platform right below this. Game designers really were trying to get the fans' attention with this one. This is probably the easiest fight in the area, simply because of the easy strategy. Very dramatic plant. And there's the 9th plant.
Sweet. That's it, Tech. You have the plants. Let's get back to Jabulba's hut. He's gonna need these.
And we will, but first we're gonna go grab the other ones. Yeah, you only need 9, as I've probably said before. But there are 12 plants you can get. Now they probably did that to get the newer players into the game without making it too difficult for them, but I don't really see how it's that hard to get all 12 of them. There's the ram. And here's the path we would have had to take. We were coming here from the other direction. Nice door down.
It's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah, I just don't see how hard it can be to get through these fights. Yeah, they're hard, but they give you the eternal non-death thing, where you can die as many times as you want and still have the same amount of hit points done to the monster. So, I don't know. They kind of just make it really easy. And now, if I can time this right this time. Jump over here. Or not. Sometimes you can get that ram to fling you up onto the higher ledge, so that you don't have to go through this lower area. But that's alright. So we're done here. Now we can head back to the village and go to Chicken Island. I know it's not a very long episode, but I'd rather do each of the different worlds in its own part. I don't know. Maybe I'll show you around the village a bit. There are a couple places we can go here. Help you find your way around if you're playing this yourself. Some of these areas will actually be useful before too long. There are these bouncy trampolines that I was showing at the beginning of the level, where they automatically change you to your clubs so you can do the double jump. Pretty nice of them. It's kind of hard to navigate on these things. And I already fell off. Oh well. But you see how those work. There's this cool little lake here that we'll be getting to later. And does this look kind of familiar to you? There's a reason. Step on this. Go through here. And voila! We're on the other side of the village. And that's down the way to the burial ground. This place is really interconnected. You can get a lot of different places by just exploring a bit. You can head up here. Go behind the waterfall. And we can't get here yet. We'll be getting there before too much longer. Again, down there's the burial grounds. The monkey that we fought. Well, that we freed the rhino with, not fought. What am I talking about? Over here's the area that we passed through with the rhino. You can get up here onto this rock. If I can do it correctly. Nice. Again, we'll be getting more into this later when we actually need to get to these places. But just showing you around a little bit. You can get on these fungi and go all the way out there. You can also go a couple different places. Head back down here. Across these to get back to where we were. See, not that difficult to navigate once you know where you are. Actually, let's see if I can actually do this. There's... You go up this direction. I think it's up this direction. Maybe it's not. On one of the huts, you can actually get on top of it, and there's a blue feather, which is one of the higher level narrow feathers. Well, anyway, I don't want to do too much background. But we'll head over to Chicken Island. Not quite to get there. Chicken Island's actually a pretty sweet level. Not exactly the design, but just the concept. And Flora will be getting to that when we enter it next episode. Nice. So, thank you for watching. I'm really happy about this series. I just started, I've already got 20-something views. Who's the man? Not that that means much to bigger Let's Players, but I'm happy about it. Well, anyway, next time we'll be going to Chicken Island with this gigantic, strange-looking blimp. See you guys next time.